that's like our girl night. We like to get together and enjoy food and just talk about oils and all the spiritual benefits and just health benefits, and we're just like geeks about it. Clay enjoys watching us get together and geek over them.
Yeah, literally, it's a girls' night for us. We get a bottle of wine and we get all of our oils out, and we'll sit and look up. We call this the Bible. We'll sit and look up oils in our book and read about them and go nuts over them. So thank you all for listening to me talk about this today. So what I'm going to do is just kind of pick out some different oils and read about it and pass it around and let everybody smell them. It's a sensory experience. It's so neat just getting to smell them. I will ask though that not to use any of the oils. I'd probably be broke by the time everybody used oils in here, but please smell them. I have a diffuser over here with Joy essential oil, and I'll talk about that in just a little bit. It's a blend of a bunch of different oils and talk about the significance of just aromatherapy. Essential oils have been around, we don't really know how long, but they claim for about 3,000 years. And I'm sure that many of you probably know just as much as I do about essential oils. This is just a hobby for us, by the way. We do this on the side. I don't claim to be an expert on essential oils. I just read about them and like them, so and use them. I do use them a lot, and not only for aromatherapy, but I treat certain things with them, ear infections, or if Ruth doesn't sleep, I get out certain oils for that. If we have an ailment, go to my book and look it up and get out an oil for it. I also use essential oils for cleaning, and I didn't really prepare anything about that, but I use them a lot for cleaning. I've made my own perfumes with them. I don't really know the science of mixing them yet. There is a whole science behind it, which I would like to learn one day. But I do make some cleaning supplies, my own cleaning supplies with it. I make my own starch for my clothes. I make my own laundry detergent and use the oils in that, and I love them. Essential oils are one of mankind's first medicines. There are hieroglyphics, Egyptian hieroglyphics and manuscripts written by physicians thousands of years ago in tombs and different places, giving recipes for different ailments. And it's funny, in this book, there is a recipe that is in Exodus in the Bible that, tell me if I'm saying this wrong. It was an anointing holy oil, and it was the oil that God gave to Moses to anoint the people that he was taking out of, what was he taking out of? Jerusalem? Egypt. Out of Egypt. And so the recipe is a mixture of myrrh, 500 shekels, which 1 shekel is a gallon, sweet cinnamon, sweet calamus, cassia, and olive oil. That's a lot of oil, but I guess he needed it for a lot of people to anoint them with. So first off, I want to talk about, and I didn't think I was going to have this one here today, and I'm so excited that I do, is frankincense.
Which was presented to the Lord at birth, of course, everybody knows that.
Yes.
Myrrh.
So this is considered a holy oil. It doesn't really get much better than this. And as far as medical qualities, it's pretty well considered a cure-all in a bottle. It can heal and, yeah, well, you smell it too. I only have one of these. And just, I guess somehow or another, pass it back up here so that I can put it away. So frankincense, let me read a little bit about frankincense. It's an antidepressant, anti-infectious, and antiseptic. It's one of the gifts given to Christ at his birth. There are over 52 different references of frankincense in the Bible. Frankincense is a holy oil in the Middle East. It's an ingredient in the holy incense. It's used anciently during sacrificial ceremonies and to help improve communication with your Creator. I read that frankincense is known to or believed to have the consciousness of Christ in it. So it's used a lot in meditation, and you're supposed to be able to tap into a different consciousness whenever you meditate with frankincense. As far as medical, it's cure-all for everything. It's good for your skin. It helps bronchitis, coughs, colds, diarrhea, high blood pressure, jaundice. One of the enabling qualities is that they believe that it can pass the blood-brain barrier, which I don't know if you all know much about that. But there's even chemotherapy that cannot cross the blood-brain barrier. And they're saying that elements of frankincense can do this. There's a lot of different studies going on about frankincense at different colleges and medical laboratories as far as what types of medicines and what frankincense actually can cure.
Where does it come from?
Frankincense, it comes from, is it Somalia or Somalia? I thought I asked you how to pronounce it, yeah.
Samaria? Like ancient Samaria?
I don't think it's Samaria.
I thought it's from a tree. Are we talking about how
Yeah, it
it's
is a tree. It's a balslia tree, and on
It
the
smells
label.
like tea tree. It smells like tea tree oil.
Yeah, it kind of has some fragrances of tea tree.
It should say on the bottle what
Yeah, it
tree.
says on the bottle, it starts with a B, the type of tree that it comes from. And it's interesting how they get the oil or get the resin from the tree. There's a tree that I saw a video on YouTube, and they say that this tree is over 900 years old, and they still get resin from this tree. And what they do is they take a sharp knife and they just shave the tree, and then the resin comes out through the bark of the tree, and then they'll harvest that, and then that's how they make their essential oil from that. And you can use the tree over and over again. It takes about 2 years to heal. An interesting thing about the tree is that they claim, or they say, that it heals a lot of the ways that the human body heals. So after it's been harvested, that area of the tree it looks like a big bruise. You don't harvest from that area anymore. You go to a different area to harvest. But then it heals itself within a year or two, and you can continue to harvest from it. So it's a pretty amazing tree. It can grow anywhere, and they have even known it to just grow out of a rock, the tree.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys.
So I'll go ahead and talk about joy next, and get that one passed around. I love this one. I use it as a perfume. We're going to be on such a high when we leave here.
I should have brought the bottle of wine.
I know. Let me get what its blend is real quick. Try to get that one back.
I was trying to tell her which lid was for her, which one, because I was watching that, so we're going to put it back on there.
Oh no, the internet's not working here. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
well,
I
then
think
I'll,
Let me try to figure that out. You go on.
well, I'll just go into another one. I've got plenty here. We'll probably
Is there a
work over all
website?
these anyway.
Or is there?
experienceessentialoils.com.
Is there essential oils?
Experienceessentialoils.com.
Is that where you get your oils?
No, these are all Young Living oils, and these are therapeutic grade oils. There's a couple of different oil companies, but this is the best by far.
Young Living Oil.
Young Living.
Pure,
And I'm a wholesaler of the oils and of the other products on the website. You can't just get on there and order. But I make a monthly order, so if anybody wants anything, just let me know and I'll put it in with my order. Peace and Calming Oil.
What price are we talking about?
They're all different prices, like frankincense, that was probably a $200 bottle of oil. But like an oil like lavender oil, maybe about $15 a bottle.
10 when I bought it
Oh,
from you.
20, sorry, 27. Sorry. And then I have like Baylor here, it has the price tag still on it, $25.99. And so it kind of depends on what oil you want. There's a huge price range and, difference. And they're really hard to get. Like right now you can't order frankincense, it's out of stock. You can't order Baylor, you can't order a bunch of these. They've been out of stock for months.
Can you order a set as such, like I see you got a collection?
Yes, you can order a set, and you can order some. The sets can come in smaller bottles, like these are smaller bottles instead of the bigger bottles that are a little bit cheaper. And these oils, this is a collection of Jennifer and I's oils together, and I've collected these for years, probably 8 years.
And the oils are so saturated and pure that it only takes like a couple of drops, like if you were gonna make, cleaning products or, the oils last so long. I've got oils that I've been using for probably 8 years and I just don't have it. So it's an investment and it's just, I guess it's just sort of.
Is there something you want me to look up on here?
Yes, I wanted to look up Joy. This is Peace and Calming, and I'm going to put it around. I've got 2 of these. This is one of my favorites. This is really good for kids. This is the oil that I use for Ruth if she's ever fussy or doesn't want to take her nap, or I get out Peace and Calming, I diffuse it in her room, and she's out in 5 minutes.
And what is this one, lavender?
Peace and Calming,
Peace and calm?
one of my favorites.
Do you notice almost an immediate effect?
Oh yes, definitely, yeah. And a lot of these oils I apply directly to my body or directly to her body, and you can tell immediately blood flow and pulsing, and it oxidates your blood and your energy flow. You can just tell a difference in your whole body once you start using the oils. Peace and Calming oil is a very soothing blend. It smells absolutely yummy. It's one of the top best oils. This guy in this blog is a guy who raises horses, and so he uses the essential oils on his horses in order to let them, if he gets a new horse, he'll calm it down with oils, or he'll help it. He swears by the oils for his horses.
Our horseman just stepped out for a minute, you might need to repeat it when he comes back.
Oh, really? Let's see what this, this is a blend of ylang ylang, which I have here and we'll talk about later, patchouli, tangerine, orange, and blue tansy.
Is this a Peace and Calming you're talking about?
Yes. Actually, it's another one here too. I have 3. I have a diffuser that I use in my home. I have a diffuser that I use in my car. No, not the one for my home, but this is the one that I use in my car.
Is it similar to the home?
And just, you can plug it into your cigarette lighter, and you have a little pad you put your oils on, you stick it in there, and kids will be peace and calm.
Like if you use an oil
They
and you
work.
do a smell, how many sniffs does it take so it'll be a dose?
I don't know what a dose is considered. That would be an interesting thing to find out, but I'm not certain what a dose is.
What do you usually do? What do you put?
If I diffuse it, I'll just stick it in. You can diffuse it for up to an hour, 3 times a day is what they recommend. So I guess that would be maybe a dose, is diffusing it for an hour.
Or you sort of put it out so it's in the room, it feels right.
Yeah, like this is a diffuser that I have over here.
Oh, okay.
And you don't want to mix it with heat, you want to mix it with, cool or water. So this is a specific for the oils.
And David, even when she runs out of the oil, she'll leave the bottle. She'll keep the bottle because the smell lingers even after the oil's gone.
Yeah,
So
you can
sometimes
still-
years, you can just go and take a quick sniff of it.
Yeah.
So this is great for insomnia. It's great for depression, anxiety, stress, and tension. They use it to help get kids off of Ritalin and other medical things that they're on. Next one that I'm going to talk about a little bit is one of my favorites. It's called Baylor, and you can't order this one right now. It's been out of stock for about 6 months, but I have 2. So I'm going to pass these both
This
around.
one is sort of known as the chiropractor in a bottle. It is used by massage therapists a lot. During massage, it's applied on the spine and then massaged in, and it can help align the spine and help with all kinds of chiropractic needs. And I rub it on my ankle and my knee because I have arthritis. So just right on there, and it smells like Bengay. You'll notice.
It's like a menthol.
It's a huge ingredient in Bengay, actually. Fighting over this, aren't you? I get so excited over this.
And I can't get Baylor to pull up. Do you have Baylor up there? You can pull up real quick. Huh?
It's a blend.
It's a blend, yes. Can you see if you can get the internet to pull up on this?
She's doing it for you, babe.
I know, but I'd like to do it myself too.
Yeah.
Can you leave the top on?
Oh, absolutely. I'm sorry.
2 years ago, and when Carson was diagnosed.
I used a lot of different oils. I used frankincense mainly whenever he was diagnosed with autism. It helps reconnect certain portions of your brain. I'm trying to think what I just read about frankincense. It's highly connected, and it stimulates the emotions part of your brain, and it connects a certain area of your brain. They haven't done a lot of studies about it, but it's connected very much to your emotions and also to your muscles, like muscle tension. So it's an anti-inflammatory that works very deeply in your brain, in the emotions part of your brain. Valor I use along with any other oil that I use. So if I'm treating him for a certain thing, and this book, you all can look at it whenever before you leave if you want to. It shows different like pressure points in your body that you can put certain things to. Like if we do a liver cleanse, you can put Valor on the bottom of your feet. And I use it with an oil called Release, which is a blend. It is considered a cleansing oil for your liver. And so you can apply it to a certain part of your ear, and then you apply it to your palm, the Release, and then you do Valor on the bottom of your feet. And you can tell just your whole system, your blood starts pumping, everything is, I don't know, it's really almost a spiritual experience whenever you are using the oils and diagnosing anything. So, oh, thank you, babe. It says it aligns the physical, mental, and emotional energies of the body when applied to the shoulders and to the feet, or in conjunction with the raindrop technique or massage therapy. When we have more courage to take on new things and a change, we are better able to release old patterns that are not working for us. I read too that Valor used to be used in ancient times before men went into battle to give them courage. So. Oh, thieves. We have to talk about thieves. I think I got two of them.
Which one is this?
Thieves.
Thieves.
Thieves, like a thief.
Oh, it's like thieves oil.
Yeah.
Is that a blend or is that a?
This is a blend.
We could talk all day about this one. You want to tell the story about thieves?
Oh, come on.
Back to Moses.
You're the one that told
You
me
said
about
back
this.
Yeah.
Well, that's 500 gallons.
Oh, this one.
We've lost the group.
Just simulating a lot of discussion.
Thieves oil is known as it prevents sicknesses. And the story behind thieves oil, how it got its name, is there were, back in times when they used to quarantine people who had certain sicknesses or ailments, there was a group of men who made a concoction and rubbed it all over their body, and they would go into these areas and steal from them, steal all their things. And so when they finally got caught, they stood before the king, and he said, you know, how did you do this? How did you go into these quarantine areas and come out not being sick? And they said that they had this concoction, which thieves is a mixture of clove, lemon, cinnamon bark, eucalyptus, and rosemary. So they said, if you give us your concoction, then you won't have to sell any jail time or serve any jail time. And so this is the concoction, thieves. So I use thieves a lot in cleaning products. I have a toothpaste that I made with thieves in it, especially around flu season. I want thieves everything.
It kind of kills all airborne. It's really good to diffuse thieves during this time of year because no known airborne viruses can survive this oil. It's that powerful and that potent. In fact, they say that no bacteria under a microscope can survive this oil. It's that strong.
Which oil is that?
Thieves.
Thieves,
I can spell that.
It's right there.
Thieves. It's antibacterial, antifungal, anti-infectious, anti-parasitic, influences healing, helps create a feeling of protection. This is one study shows that 90% of reduction in the number of micro something organisms after diffusing for 12 minutes. After diffusing for 20 minutes, there was 99.3% reduction. 99.96% after just 12% of diffusion. So that's not even using it, that's just diffusing it, and it kills the microorganisms.
Is there anything specifically for cancer?
I think there's a lot of things specifically for cancer. I think it depends on what cancer it is. The frankincense is being tested right now for its ability to cure pancreatic cancer, I think it is, because it crosses the blood-brain barriers, which they're saying that, you know, chemotherapy, certain chemotherapies can't even do that. So everything I think is there's a lot of studies going on with frankincense right now, and its health benefits and its ability to possibly cure cancer in the future.
I have, in the past, like with a fever blister, if you just put 1 drop of frankincense on a fever blister, it's gonna knock it in probably like that day. It's that powerful. It's amazing. How's that white angelica?
What is that?
White angelica,
Is it a blend?
the blend. White angelica I use and have made as a perfume, and it's considered to be a guardian angel in a bottle. Got 2, yeah, I've got 2. Got 2, so I'll pass them around. It's a very spiritual blend.
Now, which one are we talking about?
White angelica, coming around. It is a blend of sandalwood, rosewood, geranium, ylang ylang, bergamot, hyssop, myrrh, spruce, rose otto, and melissa.
Smells more like the spruce.
Are they all trees, or does this come from like flower type plants? Or?
There's some herbs and some that grow on trees, and some that they all grow kind of in different ways. And some are blends, and then I have some oils that are just like I have grapefruit oil, you know.
An essential oil.
That comes from the rind of grapefruit. I have some basil oil. But most of these that we're passing around are blends of a bunch of different oils. White angelica is used for protection. You apply it to your shoulders, both sides of your shoulders, and it's supposed to help ward off any negative energies. I always suffered from a little bit of social anxiety for years, and I read that it's not only just about, you know, you or your insecurities or whatever social anxiety is related to, but it could be that you are intuitive and susceptible to other people's energies and, you know, negative energies. So that's supposed to be a good oil to offer protection, to ward off any negative energies so that it doesn't affect you and come in conjunction with your energy. Says that it is great for postpartum depression, Lyme disease, circulation, even high blood pressure. I love white angelica. I think it was one of the first oils that I ever bought. Okay. Ylang ylang, let's talk about this one.
Is that a blend?
This is a blend.
Starts with a Y?
Y-Y-L-A-N-G. Ylang ylang should be on there. I diffuse ylang ylang every month.
I think it's under, I don't think this is a blend, I think it's a,
Oh, is it a single oil?
it's a single, I think.
An essential.
It says ylang ylang oil is steam distilled from the flowers of a tree and means flower of flower. It can promote thick, beautiful hair as well as smooth skin. It has qualities that help blend and harmonize male and female energies. Yeah, that's funny, I thought that was a blend, but it's not.
Are you passing that around, or do you have one, do you like one?
There's ylang ylang in this one.
Is you like making its way around?
Should be.
Okay.
Yeah, I just passed it. No, I just have one ylang ylang. Brain power. This is a really interesting blend, and it has some frankincense in it. This is to be applied, you can apply it directly to the roof of your head, or you take it and put it on your thumb, and then you apply it to the roof of your mouth, under your tongue, and around your cheeks. I love brain power. I use it a lot on Carson before he goes to bed, or before he goes to school. Clay's used it at work. I use it if there's something I need to focus on. I don't have the best attention, so if I use brain power, it does help me focus, and it doesn't taste great whenever you first put it into your mouth, but after a minute or so, it has a good cinnamon and kind of clove taste. Have you ever used it inside your mouth?
I used it internally. I've used it on the crown of the head and then just massaged it in.
Smells like it's got some grapefruit oil in it.
Let me see what the blend
It
is.
does, yeah.
It has frankincense, sandalwood, cedarwood, melissa, which is a blend, lavender, and blue cypress.
No grapefruit oil?
Nice combination.
And some of these can smell a little bit feminine, but the cedars and the spruces and the sandalwoods and all those are kind of more masculine scents.
Well,
too.
and the oils for like eucalyptus, peppermint, and wintergreen, they're really good for calming any muscle tension. I put a lot on my neck, and it, you know, it kind of smells a lot like what's the stuff you put on your sore muscles, like Bengay or you know something like that. Which I think they have a lot of these oils in them, but this is just pure. This is a peppermint and eucalyptus. We don't have to look it up. Just smell the properties.
Peppermint is great for nausea and headaches. So if you suffer from those, you can just, you know, inhale these, and they really soothe the nausea. It's great for naturally.
When I was pregnant, I kept peppermint and lemon oil next to my bed. That's what I smelled every morning before I got up, and it helped my nausea completely. One more, I'm kind of running out of time here. Forgiveness. Oh my goodness, I love this oil. And it promotes forgiveness of yourself as well as of others. And I think that's kind of what makes the world go around.
Sure.
Forgiveness, oh, there's forgiveness.
Okay. Yeah.
Can we bring up your
Sick, so I think
I think I got it. Okay. Forgiveness is a blend of frankincense, sandalwood, rosewood, lavender, lemon, Roman chamomile, geranium, ylang ylang, bergamot, rose, jasmine, melissa, and angelica.
Takes a lot
Valerie?
for forgiveness, doesn't it?
Yes. Sometimes we need help.
Can you elaborate on the frequency of essential oil?
Yeah, I just read this morning actually, but that is really interesting. The frequency of this oil is so high. I don't know what that means because I don't know what the frequency, I didn't know what, is that like an energy kind of thing
I
or?
think so.
Yeah, I mean, it's much higher, and forgiveness is a strong one, kind of like Valor. If you put it on your skin, you immediately feel radiation, you immediately feel some pulsing and your blood flowing.
With frequency, oftentimes it's related to color, where red is the lowest and violet is the highest.
Okay, okay. Well, this says that it has a frequency of 192, which is pretty high. And all of these oils are also can be ingested. You can put them directly on your skin. You can mix them with other oils. You can, like I said, I put them in cleaning products. I put them in water. Yes.
I use these things a lot. I do MAH00042, which is also a monthly thing. But the cleaning products are like lemon and thyme. And you don't have to worry about what you're putting in your lungs or your water. And the tea tree oil, you could just put a dab on scabs or burns or whatever, and it instantly numbs it, cleans it, and really promotes the healing. I had a friend who was in a deep depression. She had lost a child, and it was pretty bad. But she wrote this whole journal called Bergamot and Rose, and she started experimenting with it. And that, just breathing it in, a drop in bath water, a drop on a light bulb, so it, you know what I mean? So it comes up like that. And that and some meditation and some yoga, without medication, she totally came over that. I love them. I use them for everything.
I do too.
Just like a drop of it in your shampoo and your hair gets all, well, not mine, obviously, but it'd be really good for it.
And these diffusers, like what Valerie has going over here in the corner, you can get those from Young Living as well. You can get them from anywhere else, and they're pretty moderately priced, and just a couple of drops of that oil will liven up your whole house, really. We'll have it up in our bedroom, and we'll have somebody over, and they'll comment on the smells from upstairs coming down the hall and into the main part of the house.
Water in it too?
Yeah, it's predominantly water. It's like maybe a cup of water and then 3 or 4 drops of the oil.
I see.
And then, we'll sometimes leave it on overnight. By the time you wake up, the water's all evaporated off, but you can still kind of smell the lingering fragrance.
Yeah, we have one at our house, and it uses ultrasonics to emulsify the water.
Yeah, it's really, I don't know exactly how they do it, but the water steams up immediately.
It makes a fog, but the water is cold. It uses ultrasonics to...
I'd like to add something, if I may. If you have arthritis, if you have rheumatoid arthritis, you can use oregano, the bush oregano, and put it in your tub and soak in it for 30 minutes. Or you can make an oregano oil and use it on your skin. I used to grow that in Texas, the oregano bushes.
Yeah.
Just cut it off, put it in your tub, let it sit there and soak for 30 minutes in very, very warm water. Or make an oil out of it, which I did, and use it on your, it's for arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis, things like that.
Yeah, you use oregano on your...
Oregano will burn off tear tags on skin and warts and moles. It's that potent.
What is?
Oregano.
Is that like you buy Sears on the spice rack?
No, no. What you want, David, is you want the oil that's been processed, or if you grow a bush, you just want to cut a branch off and put that in your tub. But if you can find the oil, you can use it on your,
The tea oil, is that what you said?
Tea tree.
Okay, tea tree. If you have animals, it helps with animals, but diluted, they say 1/10 for an animal. We've done it full strength and it's worked, but since I've read that, we try to, at least a little bit diluted, and it does help.
Yeah, definitely.
I take turmeric for inflammation.
That's a good one.
I take capsules. And instead of methotrexate, which is not a good medicine. But,
I take capsules of these during flu season. You can buy capsules and make your own concoctions dependent on what your ailment is. And this book is great for that. You can specifically look up an ailment and it will tell you what to mix and what's good for what, depending on your symptoms. And you can literally make your own medicine with this. And I've been doing it for years with Carson, and I've been doing it, with Ruth, and I swear by it. So, are there any other questions or comments? Does anybody else work with essential oils? Or use it for cleaning supplies or anything like that? I thought for sure there's gonna be some essential oil people.
We simply use them in the diffuser because they smell great.
Yeah.
Grapefruit oil and the lavender oil.
Oh, they're wonderful. Yeah, I've got this beautiful diffuser my daughter sent me as a gift for Christmas. And, but I'd like to hear what would be good for Gabriella.
For what? I would say brain power, because it's going to help her focus, and also peace and calming to bring her down whenever she's,
Oh, yeah. Well, that would be nice.
Yes.
I used to be a teacher, and I had emotionally substantial children, and before tests, we'd give everybody a piece of peppermint, and which, I don't know what the deal is, maybe just because they had something to do, but there was something about the peppermint that got them on task. It was just the strangest thing.
Yeah.
Just a little red and white candy peppermint?
Yes.
Really?
It might have been because it gave them something to fidget with, but I think it just cleared them up and said, well, also the bride of it, but
Yeah.
they really.
Don't forget the bride fat.
You got some sugar right quick, too.
All right.
Well, I want to offer, if you all want to come up and smell any other ones, I have quite a few other essential oils here. And also, looking up anything in this book. I love this book. This is Jennifer's book that I borrowed, but I'm ordering one and getting one for Christmas, I've been promised. But you can literally look up an ailment and it'll tell you, what essential oil to use and where to put it, how to diffuse it, or where to put it on your body. So, thank you all for
Valerie. I used to order from them when you didn't have to go through a distributor.
Oh, really? Yeah.
They're in Utah, right?
Yeah. I finally had to just become a distributor because I was ordering every month. So.
Yeah.
Now,
do you ever use it on your wrists?
A lot on my wrist. Behind your ears, it's a good place.
Behind your ears?
It's okay.
Valerie, you may want to count your bottles. You especially may want to make sure that frankincense bottle is there.
That's all I'm worried about.
No, in all seriousness, thank you for sharing your